found you in the sunlight, walking down the street.
So
Your
beautiful.
smile like a beacon makes my heart skip a beat. Lost in your laughter, can't help but believe you're the magic in my life. Can't you see?
Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Ellarigu Namskara. Today we're gonna talk about some important things. Firstly, we'll get to know why Prague is not the place for New Year's night. Secondly, I'm gonna suggest some cool activities to do in Prague, so stay tuned. Last but not the least, I'm gonna suggest you some amazing restaurants, especially Indian restaurants that served some amazing Indian food that I ate in my life. So without any further ado, let's get started. So coming to the point, why Prague is not the place for New Year's night. When we booked Prague, we were expecting some fireworks for New Year's Eve and it's going to be really happening. But it was not the case. We were kind of disappointed to realize that since 2020, Prague has banned New Year's around city center, historical places and all in order to avoid reduce pollution, and also like it's not safe for animals, which is a really nice thing, but we were kind of disappointed with that. And also adding on to that, we didn't kind of feel very safe. There were a lot of guys ogling at us and asking us to join, to club with them. We just didn't feel that much safe. So if you're planning a trip, and especially just girls, just keep this in mind. So coming to the second thing, as I promised you guys, I'm going to tell you some cool things to do in Prague. So first day we visited astronomical clock, which is very, very spectacular because it has some sophisticated mechanisms to show time. Like each time the clock hits an hour, you can see this happening. It was really mind-blowing. You should visit that for sure. It's free. You can just stand and watch the clock. So on the second day, we went to VLTAVA river cruise. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, but you can see the name here. That costed us about 18 euros per person, I believe. And it was a really scenic cruise, I would say. It's a must if you want to see, because you get to see really wonderful buildings, architecture around you. Also, you can order drinks or snacks, but you have to pay for it. It was a really good experience to add on for the trip. And then we saw the most amazing sunset of that day. Like we were standing on, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right again, Manés bridge. It is parallel to Charles Bridge. It's not directly opposite to it, but it's quite kind of parallel to it. It was really good. And the reason we chose Manés Bridge, not Charles Bridge, is because Charles Bridge had a lot of tourists, literally. Like what we experienced the previous night on the New Year's night, we didn't want to experience it again. So, but you got the same view there. So relatively less people saw the Charles Bridge, but we didn't walk on it. But yeah, it just did good for us. So yeah, that was one of the experience we had. And we were just walking across, we had a nice dinner, and then across we saw Dancing House. It had a rooftop floor where you can have some drinks or some desserts. So we wanted to try it out. So we went there. It had really some amazing views. We enjoyed sitting there. It was very cozy, and like just talking to your loved ones. You can sit there for hours. The music, it was really good. The third day, the activities we did was even more interesting. We went to Mozart Museum, which basically tells you the history and biography of Mozart and his achievements. They also let you hear some of his masterpieces interactively. As you can see here, that you can hear the music interactively with different equipments that was placed, or you'll get a pamphlet and you have to just scan each painting. You'll get to hear the history of Mozart and also certain masterpieces that he has created. The price, I would say, it was about 13 to 15 euros per person. So it was pretty fair price because we had a really amazing interactive experience, I would say. Adding on to this, there are many places in Prague that we didn't visit. There are many popular places in Prague that we didn't visit, particularly because we didn't want to experience just looking at some touristy places and just do all the touristy things. We wanted to literally experience Prague, so we just did as our instinct let us do. We just enjoyed just walking around the streets. The architecture is amazing, the city is so beautiful. Not many people other than the tourist places, so you can literally explore it, beyond that. That's why we just went as our instinct led us and just enjoyed it, like as we just went with the flow. Along with this, I want to mention you about the transportation. So Prague is a really small city. We booked an Airbnb that was quite far from the Prague city itself. So if you're buying a ticket, you can actually buy a 24-hour pass. It costed about 120 Czech coronas. But if you're booked an Airbnb away from the Prague city, then you have to separately take a ticket. So keep that in mind too. Coming to the restaurants that I told you guys about, there were 3 restaurants that we tried. All the 3 were Indian restaurants. The first one is Five Rivers. It served really delicious food, no doubt in that. But the price was quite high. But the hospitality, I'm not really sure. For a group of people, I think it had quite enough space. But for 2 people, the space was quite cramped up. But still, the food was really good. Then the second day we had Ekant. Second day we had food at Ekant. We particularly didn't enjoy that much. It was okay, I would say. But the third day, we ate in this restaurant. I can't really pronounce it, but this restaurant served A-class meal. It was so good. So good. Like, it was so delicious that I would suggest, if you're visiting Prague, you must eat here. Okay, it serves really good quality food. Okay, with the same taste as India, beat anything you order. So please, dine in here and let me know in the comments if you tried this restaurant. It is really amazing. Then I want to also add another cafe. It was called as Cafe Neustadt. It serves the best cheesecake I've had in my life. I'm not even kidding. It was really delicious and you should try this cheesecake. If you're going to Prague, please visit Cafe Neustadt. It had amazing architecture, but the ambience was amazing. I would say I would rate 10 on 10. So these were my suggestions about activities, about food. And also, please don't visit Prague during New Year's night. If you want, there are many other countries that you can visit for New Year's night. But just to visit Prague, it's amazing. It has the most beautiful architecture. Thank you guys for watching this video. I wish you all the best for your future trips. If you like this kind of content, please do like, share and subscribe. Namaskara.